Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So we've just arrived in the Macalania Woods. We've got a very short conversation with Lucille, and then we will continue on.
Lady Yuna, it is good to see you made it through safely. And, if I may, congratulations on your betrothal.
Maester Seymour's people are expecting you.
Take that road to go to Macalania Temple.
Okay, so Lucille and I forget the second knight there basically just block our way. That path opens up later. Here's a very well hidden sleepy Ketchi. So that'll have sleep touch, and that'll be, unfortunately though, for Lulu. So I really won't, use that. So here's our first battle with a Chimera. Definitely lance it on that, and that'll teach you Aqua Breath. I don't know how useful that ends up being really at the end of the day. I just mostly because I don't use really Kimahri. So. And then here, if you're noticing, you'll probably have noticed there, I just turn these things to stone, and that'll be how I am dealing with a lot of enemies, honestly, from this point forward. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of enemies that have a lot of health, and I would rather just, one-shot them and not really worry about it. So. That'll be again pretty common from here on out. As far as enemies that are kind of interesting here, I would say that really the most interesting is the Xiphos enemy. I'll point one out when we actually get there, but the rest of the stuff's just not that important. I think though there also might be Evil Eyes in this area. I don't remember for sure. Also, there's also a chance, I suppose, that maybe the Evil Eyes only show up when you interact with the red butterflies. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I'll try to keep my eyes peeled as we go through here. But the reason why I point that out as well is because I think that they're at least somewhat worthwhile to steal from. They've got Musk as a rare steal, and Musk, it takes, I think it's 48 of them to add Confuse Proof to your armor. And I think that, again, I've mentioned it probably a couple of times now, that I think that Confusion is the most dangerous of all of the different status effects. And so, I will be, eventually making armor that probably has Confuse Proof on it. And so, again, I think that, getting a jump on, kind of getting a hold of that, it'll be, honestly, it's probably not that big of a deal. Like, I don't know if it's really something that you need to worry about for the time being, because, unfortunately, it is the rare steal, and so, the chances that you're going to swipe any of those items are not very good. And honestly, it'll be a lot easier, later on. Probably like midway through the game, it'll be, again, quite a bit easier to get a hold of those. But I figured I'd at least, point that out and why. Also, most of the enemies in this area don't drop gear very frequently, and so, in the case of the Evil Eye, there's a chance that when it does drop equipment, it'll have Confuse Ward on it, but the drop rate is only like a 3% chance. And so, that's just not going to be a viable way of getting that. The Xiphos, on the other hand, does drop equipment. And here's one of them right here on the left-hand side. It does drop at a 50% chance. So very much like the Ochu. Let's see here. Let me see. What does that thing have? Xiphos. Honestly, the equipment abilities aren't that impressive because it's only strength 3% or magic 3%, but the one I would say interesting one is that it does have SOS overdrive on the weapons, and I think I ended up getting a spear for Kimahri with that, which again I think is at least kind of interesting, but I think that's really the only thing that's even sort of interesting in the whole area, and as far as enemies go. And then it's the armor that it drops. Let's just see here. Has only defense plus 5%, so that's not really that interesting either. So all right, we've got a little dialogue here, and then I'll pick it back up.
Have you seen Donna?
Donna? Can't say I have.
What's up? We got separated on the way here. Damn it all! I've got to find her!
Calm down.
But if anything happens to her...
Running around in a panic is not going to help. Right now, you have to keep cool and search.
But...
Guard your emotions, then guard your summoner.
You're right.
Shall we search?
No, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Sir Aaron.
What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to wish him good luck.
All right, I take that little Waka questioning Riku as a bit of a hint that she... I'm assuming she was either... I mean, we don't really see her interact with Bartello, but my assumption would be that she would have... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she said she wanted to offer him good luck. She knows, what's happening with the summoners. And I'm at least assuming here that the Elbed abducted Donna at this point. But all right, anyway, so here's another Xiphos, and then was this just two bees? What are these things called? I can't catch. I'm selecting them too quickly.
A butterfly with rainbow wings will lead the way to secret things.
Okay, this is the butterfly catcher area, which, I'll be honest, has grown on me, I suppose, over the years. I think that initially I was really frustrated, or I remember being really frustrated by this little mini game, but again, I think that it's just repetition. Repetition makes it, I guess, has got me better, or I have gotten better because of, repeatedly failing. But, all right, so anyways, what I did there, I left the screen because I wanted to restart the timer, but basically here, you just, again, part of this is just repetition and learning where the butterflies are at. And so basically you want to interact or run across the blue butterflies while avoiding the red ones. And, you get there's a time limit. And this will be, I think there's 3 different phases of the butterfly catcher. And it changes based on what part of the story or where you're at in the story. And so, again, this is obviously the initial time. And the rewards here are actually really good. I think we get a couple of spheres for our grid. And so definitely, I think, worthwhile. Let's just see here. What is this one? MP sphere, yeah. I'll use this on Titus. Honestly, look at, he's got 192 MP right now. Mostly that's because I've spent so much time leveling and stuff. Honestly, It probably would have been better on Orin just to bring up his MP total a little bit, but I think I still ended up using it on Titus anyway. I really, he's not really a caster, but he's got those really good white magic spells, being haste, and he'll eventually get. Actually, I don't know if he's got slow right now or not, but the problem is he's not really a full blown caster like Lulu and Yuna, so he just doesn't have a whole lot of MP spheres on his grid. So I think that throwing a couple extra MP spheres in there really helps him out and. Just gives him a bit more mana to play around with. So I'll probably end up doing that. I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't do that already, but that must be coming up. But all right, so also the good thing about doing the butterfly catcher is once you've started it, there are no more. It basically eliminates the random encounters, I think. Or wait, no. Or did I just hit a butterfly? I must have hit a butterfly. That's why that enemy was there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Let's see here. Although I don't know now. Now I'm questioning it. Maybe it's just as the butterfly catcher is kind of active, like right. And then once the timer runs out, maybe then the enemies. Yeah, that must be what's going on. Then the enemies pop back up. There was also a kind of a hidden remedy in one of the chests. But all right, let's keep rolling here. Yeah, and I'm confused for some reason. Yeah, that must be what's going on. Once the timer runs out, it looks like, or is something else happening? Or did I end up in the second area and I wasn't paying attention? That's probably it. This is actually the second screen. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, so Macalania Woods is basically, divided into two sections. I don't know if this is like a north-south type deal. It doesn't really feel that way. I don't know. I guess I don't know how it's labeled. Maybe I'll check when I open up the menu. Maybe it'll say. But either ways. Yeah, I think that actually might have been what happened. Because, again, I'm pretty sure that once you actually start the game, it eliminates the random encounters until you, I guess, go to a new area. But, yeah, let's just see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. All right, so here's the second one. Yeah, that's what happened. And then here, yeah, so I of course ran into a red butterfly right away. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but hitting the red butterflies reduces your timer, or takes time off of your timer, which I suppose makes sense, right? We're fighting things, and so I think it actually makes sense to remove some of the time off of that. But yeah, so hit the red butterflies. I think it's always 7. And here, I guess I just decided to restart. I don't know that I really needed to do that. They give you a lot of leeway for the first time for sure. Maybe I know the second time around. So basically, again, it's kind of 3 phases. So there's the first butterfly catcher right now, and then after there's a boss fight coming up, and after that boss fight, then that signifies the second time. You can do the butterfly catcher side quest, and then the third time is a bit later on after that. Anyways, yeah, even the second time, your timer gets reduced, and so you just don't have as much leeway. But here I messed up. So that spot there, I was supposed to go around the north side of the first butterfly, and then the south side of the second one. The problem is there's 2 butterflies that are really close together, and it's kind of hard sometimes to tell, exactly where you need to be, right? Like, do I need to be on the outside of the whatever the like the area that we can run in, or do I need to be like, close to or closer to the screen? Also, if you notice there, I got a Cain's Lance from that last Xiphos enemy, and that, I believe, is the one that's got the SOS overdrive. So, unfortunately, I ended up getting that for Kimari, which, you know, kind of stinks because I don't really use him that much, but it is at least an interesting item. Boom, look at that. So Titus is now so fast that he killed the 2 bees and then counterattacked the Xiphos to finish off that battle. The only bad thing about that is then, you know, neither of my other 2 characters even got to act, so they can't get, you know, AP that way. But alright, that was the 7th butterfly down there, so we're going to run back and grab our chest and be on our way. Ether. Oh, wow, okay. Well, I thought both of the rewards were good, but nope, that's not the case. Only the first one is really good. Alright, yeah, it looks like this is where I decided to use the MP sphere. Which, again, now in hindsight, now that I'm looking at it, I probably didn't need to do this with Titus. That would have been better, probably, on Orin. You know, though, honestly, I think I've honestly really neglected the majority of my characters. I just, honestly, once I farmed the Ochu for so long, Titus and a couple of the other characters just got so powerful that it was hard to justify really using anybody else. But all right, that brings this area to a close, and we'll have a little chat here with Owaka and check out his wares. I don't think I ended up buying anything, but you know, he's usually got something interesting.
Welcome. Holiday prices on all items in celebration of Maester Seymour Guado's wedding.
Holiday prices. It's funny. Don't buy anything from him for the initial time here. He's trying to gouge, and and he'll reduce the prices. Yeah, so there we go. All right, now let's check again. Yeah, that's a pretty significant discount. So again, if you actually want something, yeah, if you want something, definitely wait and tell him that his prices are too expensive. But here I just bought bought a couple of things here just to, I don't know, I felt like I didn't have a whole lot of, you know, certain curative items, and so I figured, buy a couple now that we've got the discount going on. But all right, let's see here. Do I have some more dialogue coming up? Yeah, it's looking like it. Yeah, so this is more dialogue, and then we've got a boss fight. So, all right, I'll pick the commentary back up. It looks like it's in the middle of the boss fight. So, all right, we'll be right back.
Wait. It is here. Somewhere.
What's here?
Something you should see.
But, Sir Orin...
It won't take long.
This place... It's just water, isn't it?
This is what spheres are made of. It absorbs and preserves people's memories.
What's that?
Fiends are also attracted to these places.
Alrighty, so here is the Spheromorph. This is an interesting fight. So basically the Spheromorph will have a elemental weakness, and in order to find that, generally you want to hit it once. And so here I noticed it's then casting Blizzard on me, and it's always the opposite of whatever it's casting. So in this case, the opposing element is fire, and so as of right now, it is weak against fire. Also, after you hit it with I suppose like a fire attack, it will... I don't know if it immediately switches its weakness. Probably not, though, because... Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is a mistake. I didn't... Wow, okay. I didn't realize I did that. Yeah, it absorbs the rest of its...
All spells except its one weakness.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just like Lulu says there, it absorbs spells other than its weakness. And again, right now its weakness is fire. So here I guess I hit it with armor break. I don't know how important that was, but well, I guess we'll find out. And then I did use Null Frost on or with I should say that's cool, I suppose, in that it'll block one of those attacks. Oh, and then look at that, we're really hitting it hard now that I've got an armor broken. Yeah. Oh, boom, and then a counter attack too. Nice. Well, that was pretty lucky. Yeah, and then here. Oh, this is funny. So I brought Waka in and then pulled him back out right away. I actually ended up not getting any AP with Waka because of that. I'm not really sure why I did that. Here I just brought in Kimari, I guess, to steal. Same with it's looking like Riku. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, I didn't plan on doing much with either of those two, so I guess that kind of makes sense. How did I manage to bring Waka in twice and not do anything with him? This is funny. Oh, okay. Nope, I did. Okay, well, I need to take a look at... I need to take a look at my AP. I could have swore that I actually didn't get any AP with Waka, but he clearly took an action right there. So that does not explain then why I didn't get any AP. Here, really pray? I don't know, that seems strange. Once it drops down below, I think it's half health, it'll start using press as well, and press takes 50% of your health away, 50% of your current HP, I guess I should say. So, definitely it can get kind of nasty, and you'll have to be careful, but, okay, yeah, here's where I summon. And, okay, so being that it is weak against fire right now, I decided to summon Ifrit, and now we'll just, I think this just annihilates him. And definitely try to get a overkill here. Also, Spheromorph potentially drops a 4-slot piece of armor, and I think it's 100% of the time. Let me just see here. Abilities 2 or 1 to 3. Yeah, I don't know. That's not that important. It's a shame that you can't get, weapons and armor that don't have any abilities, but that's not possible, unfortunately. So, basically, it'll have elemental strike on the weapons, and it'll have elemental ward on the armor. So, not really something that I think is that important. Alright, and there is Jack Sphere. And yeah, now I notice when I looked at this again, I did get AP with Waka. So I don't know what I was thinking earlier. But I also did get the Shocking Fist, unfortunately. Well, I mean, that was okay, but I don't know, not that great.
Whoa, this is old. Don't know if you can play it back.
Jecht left it here 10 years ago. Play it back.
Mm-hmm.
What are you taking?
Well, you said it was gonna be a long trip. We'll be seeing a lot of neat things, right? So I thought I'd record it all in this. To show to my wife and kid, you know.
This is no pleasure cruise.
Hey, Braska. Ain't this supposed to be a grand occasion? We're the cheering fans, the crying women.
This is it. Too many goodbyes. People think twice about leaving.
If you say so. Well, it better be a lot more colorful when we come back. A parade for Braska, vanquisher of sin.
We should go. Day will break soon. Oren, could you stand closer to him? Good. That should do it.
What's the matter? Afraid I might bite?
Jecht.
Braska, you should take one too. It'll make a great gift for little Yuna.
I suppose.
Lord Braska, we shouldn't be wasting our time like this.
What's the hurry, man?
Let me tell you what the hurry is.
Oren.
What's the point? He wasn't on some pleasure cruise.
I think there's more.
Hey, if you're sitting there watching this, it means you're stuck in Spira like me. You might not know when you'll get back home, but you better not be crying. Although I guess I'd understand. But you know what? There's a time when you have to stop crying and move on. You'll be fine. Remember, you're my son. And, well, never mind, I'm no good at these things. Anyways, I believe in you. Be good. Goodbye.
He sounded almost serious, but it was too late.
He was serious. Jecht had already accepted his fate.
His fate?
Jecht, he was always talking about going home to Xanarkand. That's why he took all those pictures, to show them to you when he returned. But as he journeyed with us and came to understand Spira and Braska's resolve, it happened gradually, but Jecht changed. He decided he would join Braska in his fight against sin.
So then, he gave up going home?
That was his decision.
I guess I understood. My old man, he knew there was no way back home, back to Xanarkand. He wanted to go home, but he knew he couldn't. He couldn't go on until he accepted it. Besides, even if he had found a way back, I don't think he would have left his friends behind before their journey was complete. All right, let's go, guys. Maybe I had to start accepting my own fate.
Wait.
Yeah?
Jecht loved you.
Oh, come on, please.
He just didn't know how to express it, he said.
Enough about my old man, okay?
I just thought you should know.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
All right, so here I love that first Jecht sphere. I like seeing the, Jecht, Orin, and Braska, kind of interacting with each other, and we'll find some more of those later. But also we get another glimpse of the fact that Jecht really does actually care about Titus. Just doesn't seem to be very good at showing it, and so I think the perception of Jecht has already started to change as far as I think Titus goes, and that will continue on as the game progresses. But unfortunately, there I did get the what I think is kind of a bad weapon. I think I would have rather had an armor that had 4 slots, but that's just luck or lack thereof. But all right, I'm out of time. So as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join for more videos. Thanks for watching.